All right, so you're a small business owner and you're trying to compete for good employees.
Right.
But those big companies are offering these crazy benefit packages.
Yeah.
And it feels impossible to keep up, right?
It's a real challenge.
Yeah, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight out there. Well, maybe there's a way for small businesses to get back in the game
Okay.
without breaking the bank. We're talking about holisticeb.com today.
Holistics.
eb.com, and they say they can help small businesses offer some pretty awesome benefits.
Interesting.
We've got these excerpts from Empowering Small Businesses, which is all about their platform.
Okay.
We're going to break it all down, kind of like your own personal benefits detectives.
I like it. You know, the interesting thing about holisticeb.com is it's not about copying those huge companies.
Right.
It's about figuring out what employees actually want these days and then giving them benefits that that really make a difference.
Yeah. It's like that saying, it's not the size of the dog in the fight.
Yeah.
It's the fight in the dog. But in this case, it's more like, it's not about how big and flashy your benefits package is.
I see.
It's about whether those benefits actually benefit your employees. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think you're onto something.
Okay.
The old way of doing things, just the bare minimum, it's not working anymore.
Right.
Losing good employees costs a lot of money, especially for small businesses.
Yeah.
And good benefits, that can make people want to stay.
That's a really good point, because losing a key employee at a small business,
Yeah,
it can really disrupt everything.
absolutely.
So let's talk about how holisticeb.com is changing things.
Okay.
They talk about these holistic benefits.
Listen,
Is that a bunch of jargon?
yeah.
Or is there something to it?
No, there's definitely real substance behind it. It's
Okay.
about looking at the whole employee, you know?
Okay.
Not just their health insurance or retirement plan.
Right.
It's, we're talking about money, physical health, mental health,
Yeah.
even things like pet insurance and legal help.
Whoa, pet insurance.
Yeah,
Now that's something I can get behind.
I know, right?
As somebody with a few pets
Mm-hmm.
and who's had their share of surprise vet bills,
Yeah,
I know how valuable that is. It makes a big difference.
for sure.
And it's not even just about the pets themselves.
Right.
It shows that you understand your employees have a whole life outside of work,
Absolutely.
and that impacts how they feel
Yeah,
and how they work.
exactly. And there's actually research on this.
Oh, interesting.
That Empowering Small Businesses document.
Yeah.
It mentions a Benefits Pro article from, I think it was September 2023,
Okay.
that talked about how much more people want these holistic benefits now.
So they've definitely got our attention.
Okay,
But let's get into the specifics now.
sure.
What are some of the big benefits that holisticeb.com offers?
Okay.
And how do they help both employees and employers?
All right.
Let's start with the basics, like insurance.
Okay.
What do they have there?
So they've got a bunch of affordable options like hospital indemnity, accident expense, and life insurance.
Okay.
Those are really important safety nets,
Yeah.
especially for people who might be worried about money.
Right.
We're starting families.
Right. Right.
And for employers, offering these things shows that you actually care about your team's well-being,
Yeah.
which can really improve morale and, make people more loyal.
It's true.
Yeah,
Knowing you have that safety net can really make a difference in your life.
no doubt about it. And it's not always about those worst-case scenarios either.
Right.
Holisticeb.com also has these supplemental insurance things, to cover those everyday healthcare costs,
Okay.
like dental and vision,
Right.
even alternative therapies like acupuncture.
Wow. Acupuncture.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Those are often forgotten about, but they can really help, especially employees with families.
Yeah. It's all about those unexpected costs, right?
Exactly.
When your kid turns your sunglasses into a chew toy and you're suddenly out a couple $100,
Yeah, been there.
maybe that's just me, but
No, I get it.
speaking of families, though,
Yeah.
you mentioned that holisticeb.com even helps with things like estate planning.
Right.
You don't see that every day.
No, not really. They're thinking long-term, for their employees.
Right.
We're talking about things like family revocable trusts.
Okay.
Those can help people avoid all those crazy probate fees
Yeah.
and make sure that their stuff goes where they want it to.
So they're helping people take care of their families even after they're gone.
Exactly.
That's amazing. And then on top of that, you've got the pet insurance.
It's a good deal.
It's like they've thought of everything.
They've got you covered.
But we can't forget about mental health.
Absolutely.
That's just as important as physical health.
Of course.
How does holisticeb.com address that?
Well, they offer counseling whenever you need it.
Okay.
And wellness programs, too. They get that mental health is super important for a productive workforce.
Yeah.
In fact, that Empowering Small Businesses document, it talks about the connection between mental health and how well you work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there are even studies that show that these employee assistance programs actually make people miss less work.
That makes sense when you think about it.
It does.
When you're stressed or burned out,
Yeah.
it's hard to get anything done.
Yeah, it's like trying to run a marathon with a twisted ankle.
Exactly.
You're not going to get very far.
So having that support for your mental health is huge.
It really is.
You know, it's impressive what holisticeb.com is doing, this whole approach to benefits.
It's pretty cool.
But from the employer side of things,
Yeah.
is it just about attracting good employees?
Well,
Or is there something more to it?
I think it's about showing your employees that you value them as people,
Okay.
not just as workers, you know? When you invest in their well-being,
Yeah.
you're investing in the long-term success of your business.
And they say, take care of your employees and they'll take care of your business.
Exactly. When employees feel valued,
Yeah.
they work harder,
Right.
they're more loyal, and they're more productive.
It's a win-win.
Oh, sure.
So we've talked about what holisticeb.com offers
Right.
and why they're doing it.
Right.
But what about like, say you're a small business owner listening to this and you like what you hear.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Okay.
How does holisticeb.com actually work?
Well, they've really tried to make it easy for people, especially busy small business owners.
Right. Time is money.
Exactly. They actually create a custom website for each company
Oh, wow. Okay.
that's tailored to their needs.
So it's not one size fits all.
No, not
Nothing.
at all. And everything is done online.
That's convenient.
Yeah. No more piles of paperwork.
Okay. So even if you're not a tech person,
Right.
you can still figure it out.
Exactly. They want to make it super easy to use,
Okay.
and they're there to help every step of the way.
So holisticeb.com offers a lot of different benefits.
Yeah.
It's easy to use.
Yeah.
And it's designed to support both employees and employers.
Absolutely.
But let's step back for a second
Okay.
and look at the bigger picture here.
Right.
What does all of this mean in the long run?
That's a good question.
Could this change how we think about work in general? It's like we're seeing this whole shift towards companies actually caring about their employees, you know?
Right. And it's not just those big companies with tons of money either.
Right.
Holisticeb.com is making it possible for small businesses to do it too,
Yeah.
which could really change things for everyone.
It's like they're leveling the playing field, and not just with benefits, but with culture too.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal for attracting good people.
Yeah. It shows them that you're not just offering a job, you actually care.
Right.
Imagine small businesses being able to get the best employees,
Yeah.
not because they can pay them the most, but because they offer a better place to work.
It's not just about the money anymore, is it?
Not at all. People want to work somewhere that shares their values. Especially younger generations, they want a purpose.
Yeah.
A good community at work.
Right.
And they don't want to be working all the time.
They want a life too.
Exactly. And holisticeb.com is helping small businesses create that kind of environment.
It's like they're saying, hey, we understand that you have a whole life outside of work, and we want to support you.
That's a powerful message.
It really is. It's about building that trust
Absolutely.
between employers and employees.
For sure.
So holisticeb.com is onto something here.
I think so.
It's more than just benefits. It's a whole different way of looking at work.
It's a vision for the future.
Yeah, it really is. This has been really eye-opening.
It has.
We've talked about how a platform like holisticeb.com can help small businesses
Right?
not just compete, but really stand out.
And it all comes down to putting your employees first.
That's what it's all about. So if you're out there
Yeah.
trying to navigate this crazy world of employee benefits,
It can be tough.
remember, it's not just about checking boxes.
It's about finding what really works.
Yeah, what supports your team and build a workplace where people actually want to be.
Exactly. You might just end up changing the way we all work for the better.
That's what we like to hear. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
We'll see you next time.